Hey guys, we're just going to let it fill up a bit, talk to yous, and then we'll talk about some conspiracy stuff. We're joined tonight by Neil Beckham himself with his lovely hat on.
New Pope hat. Potpourri.
How are we all tonight anyway, guys? We should start filling up shortly.
Oh, I've knocked something over without even touching
Once I start sharing this. No unless YouTube's thing with the amount of folk that can see my notifications again that they like today. Let's see. We've got 5 in already. I'm just waiting for people to start chatting.
Mate, I'll start stripping if you want. That'll bring a load of people in. No, I'm joking.
Do some rapping if you want. I'm just going to copy the link. I'm just going to... But honestly, I think you should do a Guy Fawkes thing that we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a good idea, mate. Good idea, definitely.
You could get what it was dressed like. Hey, Dobby!
How's it going?
That's Dobby. That's one of my good friends there.
How's it going, Honeybee and Dobby? I'm gonna put this on. Honeybee. I don't want you breathing on me. Don't want them breathing on me tonight.
That's an awesome mask, that, by the way.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Honestly, architect, if you're watching, you need to bring them out with the logo in it.
Yeah, with BKM written on them.
Aye. Do you get something that goes great with that hat?
Yeah, I know.
It does.
It's because it's the silver one, isn't it? Silver tinfoil Capco one.
No, it's really good. Smart as
the reflection of it looks good.
Hey, Honeybee, we're just going to wait till it fills up a wee bit, guys, before we start talking. I need to share the link out to Facebook. So
definitely improves my looks.
What the old Christ, I've not been in Facebook in ages. I just use the messenger now. I hardly ever go on.
Yeah. I get on there. I don't get on there that much, mate. I just post my video once in a while if I like.
There we go.
I see them asking me to. They've been out. Keeps popping up on Facebook at the moment. What charity do you want to donate to for your birthday? And I'm not donating nothing to none of your charities. Like, I don't believe in none of your charities.
I would rather give the money to the Poppy Appeal. I do give money. There's 2 charities that I give. It's the Poppy Appeal, and it's the what's that other one, like Marie Curie Cancer. That's it.
I did a charity event for cancer once, mate. Stand Up for Cancer, and we raised I think it was 4,900. It was nearly $5,000 basically. We raised for charity. But then once I'd done it, I was like, it's gone for the wrong people. You know what them events are like, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust all the charities. I remember when Oxfam got found out that 99p went to them or whatever out of every pound, and it was just like, wow, who they helping with that?
I know. That is sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I worked it out one night. See if you get to I can't remember what it's called. It's some big charity for getting third world food, and they were wanting £5. So I actually went in and looked it up, and you're lucky if 30 pence of that makes it to them.
And that 30p will probably go to them vaccinating them people just to run tests on them anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting, mate.
Thanks, Dobby, and who's all in the chat? Dobby, Honeybee, I will quite a few. Green, hello. Is that a new subscriber I've got there? Hello. I don't know if you've been subscribed for a while. I've just went mad.
Yeah, I've not seen them before, mate, but it's good to have new people.
It's good to meet you. We'll give it about 10 minutes because you can't. I'm like, after 10 minutes, everybody starts to fill in. But honestly, I'm going to buy one of these masks. He's need to make them.
He needs to do my face. Everyone can wear my face. I'm just joking.
But the fifth of it, I'm telling you, see if he made them up and stuck that logo in it, the tinfoil cap logo. No, the other.
That logo.
Yes, that logo. That's a bit. See if I could get that as a quad badge. I'd be half as in. But anyway, I was talking to him today. He's needing to do core stickers, but I think he would make a fortune. He would sell loads of them.
When he asked me what sort of T-shirt I wanted for the first time, I was like, put one of them as big as you can on the front of it. So the first T-shirt he done with me was just a massive logo on the front, and I was like, "That's sick. Looks sick, mate. The shield, all the designs in it that are in it. Can't really see because this is quite small, but
it's got hidden meaning. Have you figured
it's got
it out
so
yet?
many hidden meanings, mate. There's like the pen that's mightier than the sword. The brain is mightier than the mind is bright. Like it's just there's so much in there, mate. But like I said, I wanted it on a T-shirt because you can see it better. It's still cool on there.
I want it as a core badge. I want a core badge. I'm bad for that. My new motor, I've not got any stickers or badges on it. And I was looking for a nice badge, and I thought, see that there? Well, like a silver chrome. And it was like a right chrome badge. And then stick it on the back. I think that would look smart as anything, because folk would look at it and they would think, what the hell's that? They'd be sitting at the traffic lights, they would be like, what's that?
Working bits
and they would
of it
see
out,
the logo, then they would look at it, they'd be like, oh, what's that? I'm going to look that up, you know what I mean? Hello, Scottish Outlooker. Good
hello,
hello,
Greeny. Hello, Marco. And
Marco
Scottish.
Polo's a good friend of mine. That's Gary. It was on the Xbox the other night.
I don't play Xbox, man. Did you work out that thing I told you about? Game Chat.
I did, but I'll just leave it there. I just like my collection. I've got quite a good collection of games, a big stack of them. But I'm getting the new Xbox without the drive. It doesn't have a CD drive, so I'll just download it from.
Yeah.
Get what I mean? We're going to be talking about the global conspiracies and mystical things tonight. Once the
world of wonder.
The new world order. I like to say the word just to annoy YouTube. I'll say it again. The new world order. You know, secret societies.
Skull and Bones.
Aye. I'll tell you, there's some crazy. You seen the video there, the one with Alex Jones, how he sneaks into the thing?
Bohemian Grove. Yes, mate. Savage. The big owl. Moloch the owl, isn't it? Is it Moloch?
Aye. Was that the same one that burned the guy alive, but they say it wasn't burning somebody alive?
It was a baby in a crate it was like a baby, weren't it? Yeah.
Aye. Oh no, it was all make believe.
Yeah. But it was like basically they do sacrifice a baby to it, don't they? Whether that was a real baby or not, I don't know. But that's their like ritual. But why would you even have that as a ritual? Why would you even have that as a ritual if it was a pretend baby? Why would you even think about doing that? That's how shocked people are, mate.
I mean, you get to Pizzagate, didn't you?
I've seen more about that, mate. I've seen more about that. It's just recently, I've seen some of the WikiLeaks that got stuff like put out and that of some of their emails to each other, mate.
Did you hear the one about the colour guy that was found murdered in Los Angeles? The story goes it was a big event for all these top Hollywood stars, right? And there was this guy, colour guy, African American, who was working in catering, right? And his girlfriend couldn't find him the next day. Couldn't find him. But here, photos have turned up tied to a tree where all the celebrities run about him, right? And he was found 2 days later at Los Angeles Police Department in a ditch, murdered, stabbed multiple times. And they're saying that, not today with us, not today, and they're covering it up.
Nothing surprises me.
The old Luciferian worshipping going on there.
That Max Spears texted his mum, didn't he, saying if anything happens to me, then they've got to me. And a few hours later, his mum got told he had died. So.
Yep. Who was that other guy that disappeared totally off the face of the earth? He was a big UFOologist. Mind you, he done his whole room with like crazy numerals and that, and he just totally disappeared, never to be seen again. So there you go, guys. It makes you wonder. So Marco Polo there in my motor. He's in his new motorhome. See Marco Polo here, Gary for the Xbox. He's bought himself An RV, I call it. It doesn't like when I say that. It's a big, massive camper van. You'll be sitting in the
That's all I want. That's all I want. One of them, and just to disappear in it. See you later. Get away from all this technology. Get away with everything. Go out and live in some woods somewhere, mate. Simple.
I want a yacht. Give me a 40.
That's probably the best bet these days. Just go out to sea and just stay out there. Like, as far out away from all these as you can.
Go to sea on a tropical island, fire the anchor out the side, and never come back.
It's just negativity everywhere, mate, at the moment, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Everything. Like, I used to watch YouTube because I hated how many adverts on telly were. Like, you just see stuff in adverts. But now YouTube, mate, is disgusting for adverts.
You've got to pay YouTube so they don't give you adverts.
Yeah.
It's madness. It's like the Sky Q. I've got that Sky Q. Some of the adverts are longer than the films.
Yeah, I do think that's what YouTube's like, mate. I watch a minute and a half video and have 3 adverts on it. I was like, you kidding? You kidding?
I know.
I used to put on the sound of rain on YouTube to go to sleep, right? Just have 8 hours sound of rain, nice, put it on the TV, get in bed, lay there, sleep. Now, mate, the adverts come on, they're well loud. They just wake me up again. So I can't do that anymore.
There's Dobby's sock there. She would like to live off grid. So would I.
Yeah.
So would I. But then I wouldn't be able to see my awesome subscribers and do my YouTube stuff. But mind you, can you imagine living somewhere? The nearest place to you, town, all that was 100 miles away. You could hear a pin drop. It'd be great.
Peaceful and, mate, it'd be bliss, wouldn't it? I think the primitives who they leave alone in the woods and that, who are covered in that red paint and stuff, mate, I'd rather be them right now.
You kind of still an island like that?
Yeah, there's bits out there, aren't there? There's bits out there.
There's one island, and it's in the Pacific, and the natives that live on it have never seen technology.
Are they the ones that when they went over with a plane taking photos, they were throwing spears up at it? Yeah.
Aye, that's it.
I think they're the ones I'm on about who were painted like a red colour, aren't they? Painted like a red colour, yeah.
There was one Christian pastor he made friends with them, right? And he's the only white man allowed on the island. They'll kill anybody else. And they're like to him, they're like, what is the strange thing you came in? It was a float plane. You know what I mean? They thought it was magical. They started hanging with him and all that. Can you imagine what you've seen?
Yeah.
There's Honeybee there. So, Neil, what will be the first subject tonight? What will we dive deep into?
Well, as you were saying about Guy Fawkes a little while ago, mate, like I was saying to you, it was hundreds of years ago that they, like, killed him, basically. Hung and quartered him, I think. They hung and quartered him at the time. Hung, drawn and quartered is called, isn't it? And like I was saying to you, mate, when we grow up, we think it's fun to do penny for the guy and all that, and then go and put it on the bonfire. But if we're all thinking that's him, like, I wonder if he's feeling that in the afterlife. Because if he is, that man has been burnt so many times, hasn't it?
Thousands, millions, billions.
Every year. And yet, if you look into what he was doing, I don't think he was doing anything that treasonous. Like, I think if his plan might work, it might not be run by the evil fuckers that we're run by today.
Well, it'd probably have a president or something, you know.
But it'd be different. But he was trying to change things. It weren't like what they make out. When you're growing up, you think he's like a traitor to our king or whatever you think at the time. I don't know what you think.
It's like that V for Vendetta, that film. Everybody kens the V for Vendetta. I watched it last night. And it's because Britain gets took over by Ken, it's actually quite weird that. I watched that film last night and see, when was that movie made? Would you say 2006, something like
that? Yeah, in the 2000s, yeah.
Do you know how it became into like a Nazi state? Do you know how? Right, I watched it.
I can't remember. I have seen it, but yeah, I ain't seen it for a while.
It started off. Wait for this. Is a good one, guys. You'll like this. It started off with a plague, right, and a subway system, and it spread throughout Britain, and Britain got locked down, right. And you wonder about these movies, right, guys? You just wonder, right? You know. And then it went to America, It says, well, we don't have anything to do with America now, because it's the story at the beginning of the film. America had a civil war, a race war. And that was in the movie. And
That's
it makes
coming
you think.
anyway. I still think there's a race war coming. However much we
I
try
think
not to have one, but that's what they push for in every single agenda, race war.
It is. And I know it was terrible what happened with all the racism and stuff like that, but I think we just need to forgive and forget. You know?
Yeah.
I think we need to let go, because if we don't, we'll destroy ourselves. What's that there? What's this? The Cult Festival, like, what's this? The Cultists Festival, like the 31st October, perhaps, or November the 1st.
Probably a Bilderberg meeting around that time, I bet.
That's right. That's right. The Wildenberg, I would love to have a sneak at camera in there. See what they're talking about, guys.
It's funny how they denied it for so long. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Now everyone knows about it, and it's like, yeah, we've been doing it for years. We never denied it, but they did deny it for years. That was like a conspiracy for years. There ain't no such thing as the Bilderberg Group. Now we all know it's there. We all know it for a fact, but they still do not tell us anything they speak about.
Who do you think runs the world, Neil? Do you think it's just like 2 people or 4 people, or just a group of individuals? What do you think?
This one horrible evil entity that people class as the devil, or whatever you want to call that, Satan. That's what I believe, mate.
They worship him.
Yeah.
Just look at Hollywood. They all worship him.
That's so the people that sort of run us all are under that one control, that one flag.
You'll take YouTube, right? Let's take YouTube, right? If I put videos out, or Neil puts videos out, if anybody puts any videos out basically about going against them, it's really difficult for it to get subscribers.
And we don't get plays, mate.
But if you join the devil's side and you do nothing but worship them, my God, your channel grows.
Just look at, I think her name's Katy Perry. I'm rubbish with their names, but I think it's Katy Perry, right? She used to be like church singer and all that, and she weren't going anywhere, mate. And then all of a sudden she started doing the videos with the occult signs and that, and she got massive. And it's all about, like I said to you, mate, I do like tracks that are a little bit poppy. They're nothing to do with the devil or nothing, but they're nothing to do with going against it. They get loads of plays. Don't do that triangle. Don't do that triangle, mate. People will think we're part of it. I watch all my hands. I watch out for anything I do in my hands. I don't want anyone thinking I'm like covering your eye or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all there, mate. It's all out there.
That's quite an interesting one with Donald Trump now. See how he's at the hospital now. See how Trump's at the hospital for having the coronavirus.
I didn't see that, mate. No, I was just reading some of them.
I'm allowed to mention it, as long as I don't say in a bad tense. But anyway, while he was in the hospital, he was seen on an aircraft carrier in the Pacific. Strange, eh?
I still think I've seen a few of them like that Eddie Hearn who are meant to have it, and they don't seem too bad. Just seem like they've got a bit of a cold.
I think it's a cover for something. I'm getting to that conclusion.
I just want to know why they're trying to keep us all locked in our houses at the moment. What is it? Is it something in the skies they don't want us to see, or what?
I think it is.
That's what worries me. Like, I looked into like Planet X, Nibiru, whatever you want to call it, years ago.
I don't think it's Planet X. I think it's something else.
No, but I looked into all that years ago, and then I come to the conclusion I didn't really know if I believed in that. But that don't mean that a comet couldn't hit us, or that something else couldn't be out there, or that if they see a fleet of fucking ships coming and knew it was going to be here in 20 years, like, we don't know what they can see out there if they're looking in space with all these Lucifer telescopes. The main telescope of the Vatican's called Lucifer, isn't it?
Well, yesterday morning at 6 o'clock Pacific time in the morning, he was seen aboard a US aircraft carrier getting off a helicopter, and then he was seen taking off again. But he was in the hospital, no well with the virus.
I'm just thinking, as soon as I see them all going to their underground bunkers, mate, that's when you want to start worrying, isn't it? When they'll start vanishing.
That's the thing, Neil. That's the thing, man.
Are we going to know they've done it? Yeah, that's the thing. We're not going to know they've even gone into their underground bunkers. We don't get told nothing by the media, do we?
We'll get the 4-minute warning. What's in the chat? You have the Cultists Festival. It's Adobe Socks. What's that? The Builtin Vegetables are around now.
I don't think I've heard of that.
I had it somewhere. Can't mind where, but I've heard it.
Very real.
What's this one? Cultures of the Day of the Dead.
Rescuing kids. It'd be nice if that was true.
What? Someday they'll let in because they're.
It'd be nice if that was true. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I see a thing on YouTube the other day saying, two unsolved cases are now solved, and one of them was Madeleine McCann, and I was like, that ain't fucking solved. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see when they've solved it. Some German guy for Germany was.
They've got nothing on him. I see his bloke speak. They've got nothing at all on him. They've got no proof at all. They're just saying it's in. That's it. They're just going, yep, it was in. It's solved.
Yep.
Done stick in my book, mate.
I know.
I've seen them confessing, basically. If you watch their interviews, they slowly confess it over interviews, don't they? They're not fully out there, but they're basically saying she's gone from day one.
It's a sci-fi op. It probably is a sci-fi op. It is a sci-op.
Fire Festival.
Aye, it's the... I've heard about the Fire Festival. It's... I can't mind, but... There you go.
I'm looking at going to Stonehenge soon with the architect, I think, mate. I want to see
that'd be good.
I want to see if I feel anything. People say they feel energy there.
Why do you do a music video there?
We probably will do that at the same time, mate, yeah. Probably do everything, innit? Do a bit of a music video, do some filming to give Rex for League Project, and do a bit for like back behind the scenes or something. Bit of filming driving up there and that.
You should wear that mask, dance out between the stains.
I want one of them. What Dr. Plague masks?
The plague masks.
Yeah, plague masks. I want one of them.
There you go. If you're watching Architect, he wants a special one.
Mate, BKM written on it.
Heard of the Wicker Man? The Wicker Man was filmed right next to me, actually. It wasn't filmed in an island. Everybody thinks the Wicker Man was filmed in an island, but it wasn't. It was. I'll tell you exactly where it was filmed. It was filmed at a place called Ayr, which is 50 miles up the road for me, and that's where they filmed the Wicker Man, the first one.
You seen the Mothman film, or do you know much about the Mothman?
All I've heard about the Mothman is that he was seen on a bridge or something before it collapsed.
There's a few different, that was the main one. Yeah, he was seen on the bridge before, a huge catastrophe on a bridge. But he's been seen in loads of places where things have happened. I think actually, weren't he meant to have been seen around that when the Hiroshima, not Hiroshima, the Japanese one where all the nuclear things leaking out. I think he was meant to be
Fukushima.
Fukushima, that's the one, mate. That's the one. Yes.
Aye.
I think he was meant to have been seen around that as well.
And there was also UFOs spotted just before it.
What's going on with that now? Because I remember last time I looked, it looked pretty horrible, mate. There was a lot of radiation around there, weren't there?
The core's still melting down. The core's still going down.
When you look into how all that crap's made, mate, it's just so scary, isn't it?
It's well, put it this way. If you to walk into the reactor room, you would live for about 5 seconds.
Savage, mate.
What's this? There used to be a Wicker Man music festival up here in Scotland every year, but it stopped now, I think. They used to burn the Wicker Man. The day up the very north of Scotland, up in the Falkland Islands in Orkney, they burn the Wicker Man still. I know that.
That's a film, right? I'm sure I've seen a film of that.
The Wicker Man. Everybody gets the Wicker Man. The Wicker Man's a famous film. I'll show you I'm not doing a clip because I'm not getting banned.
Mate, some people was talking about. You was talking to me about the old film the other day. Remember the Kurt Russell one?
Yeah.
Kurt Russell, weren't it? Escape New York or something. What's it called?
Snake Plissken, Escape from New York.
Yeah, Escape. Yeah, mate, I need to watch that again, definitely. I've been watching things recently that I watched years ago, and now that you're watching and you're open-minded, you see a lot more stuff.
It's got that famous actor, Ken him, that was in Lord of the Rings. What's his name? Peter Cushing? No, Peter Cushing. The other one. What was his name?
No point asking.
What's his main guys in the chat? What's that famous guy's name? He played Dracula quite a few times.
Last night. On the last night.
They made 2 Wicker Man movies. You do know that, don't you? They made the first one, and then they made the new one in the year 2006 or something, based in America. Christopher Lee, thank you very much, sir. I'll pop your name up there.
He's in a lot of movies.
I'm not doing the sign again.
He is in a lot of movies, mate.
He's dead now.
Yeah, I'm useless with names like that. I'm useless.
He was in Lord of the Rings.
When Rex was saying to me about Leak Project UK, I was just like, my memory is terrible. I'd have to make a load of notes beforehand. And when you're reading stuff, it just looks a bit unprofessional, doesn't it? Like,
is Rex ever coming back to the UK today? Here?
He's never been to UK, mate. He's scared to come over. He's the same as me. He's scared of flying. He was like, I'd love to come there and visit Stonehenge and that, but I ain't flying.
What's the worst that could happen?
Wouldn't be able to come out at the moment anyway, would he? I bet. I don't know what the fucking rules are. I think you're only allowed to fly abroad you're only allowed to fly abroad if you're a rich football player and you're going to pay some prostitutes for sex. That's about it.
You've got a private jet.
Yeah. Or you're John Travolta and you fly yourself. He's got his own plane and his own airport, hasn't he? If you look at it.
It's I see they've shut the pubs here now. I see they've shut the pubs here in Scotland now, with the so-called. You know.
Yeah, it gets worse after 10 o'clock for some reason.
I know. For some reason, it attacks you exactly after 10. You're totally fine until 10 o'clock comes, and then it's like a gremlin that it starts chasing after you. I mean, I think it is getting a bit ridiculous now, guys. I mean, honestly, see this. God, I want to say things, but I can't if I do in my channel.
That's why I'm just avoiding them subjects completely, mate.
I know.
There's certain person we can't speak about, certain things we can't speak about, so I try my best to avoid that. But if you look into any of it,
he's quite good. I mean, I just don't know, man. It's ridiculous. It is a psyop. I think there's something going to happen, and I think it's nothing to do with us. Put it this way, I know someone, right, and I'm not going to tell you who because then I'll get the person in trouble. I know someone that's been in the works for a large hospital, right, and the place is dead.
I know people who have been there and there ain't no one there, mate, to be fair, but
there's tents meant to be treating facilities, but there ain't. This guys. There's this. I find that these channels a waste of time now because of freedom of speech has gone. So what's the point? That's the thing, man. I know we're still trying to wake folk up. You can come on if you want, honeybee. You want to come on? It's now there's an interesting guy. Look, the knowledge within the man himself.
Eating. Didn't offer me no food.
Is it eating? His eye was eating. Your eye was eating. I've always noticed that about Lewis. You ever noticed his eye was eating? You're a strange person, Lewis. He showed me his new pad, his mansion. He's got a 50-bedroom house now. You know, after that, yeah.
I'm in one of the rooms. He's downstairs.
Is it? You let you stay upstairs?
Just give me one of the rooms. That's one of the 50 rooms. Yeah, I think there's a lot of the amount of things that are on the TV that are quite blatantly in front of your eyes now.
Oh, it's ridiculous the amount of stuff that's on it. There is no freedom of speech left now, guys. Do you realise that? I mean, they're tasing people for not wearing a mask.
It's all about.
It's all about confusing the. What's that? It's all about confusing the.
I don't know. I'm rubbish at reading. My spelling is terrible.
I'm dyslexic. There you go. You're okay now.
You've seen my handwriting, mate. It's terrible.
Can you get one? Did you get that fishing boat, Honeybee? Means you said your relation's fishing boat sunk.
That handwriting, mate, it's brilliant, isn't it? I have to read that when I'm trying to rap at 100 mile an hour, mate. All them scribbles and words that are written.
You're really good at rapping. You're really, really good at rapping.
Bob Marley's handwriting looks exactly the same, mate. I'm not saying I'm Bob Marley, but what I'm saying is you can still be creative. Just you can't spell and read that great.
Look at all the famous folk throughout the years that have been dyslexic. Right? Like, I'm dyslexic. Are you dyslexic? You're dyslexic, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't read them right at all, mate.
But look at all the famous folk there is. I mean, there's loads of them.
I don't need to, if I spell it how I read it, I'm right. You know what I mean? I'm always writing in shorthand, if that makes sense. Like sometimes, mate, I will literally scribble on a page and I will know what that means. And even a word is just a scribble. But when I'm reading it in my rap, I know it's meant to say heart attack or something. It's mad, mate. It's mad.
I've noticed YouTube is clamping down lately on a lot of channels. It's terrible. Even I've got friends that just do ghost stuff. That's all the day, and they're getting attacked for what they believe in. But mind you, if I had to start main channel up worshipping Satan or something like that, I'd probably have 5 million by now.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate. If I put one music track out and I did a load of occult stuff, if you watch one of my music videos, I've got loads of pictures of famous people covering their eye up, yeah? But we're talking about them being part of a system. I'm not promoting them. So people have gone to me, why you put up loads of pictures with these people covering their eye? And I'm like, I'm talking about them people. I'm not promoting them. I'm saying these are the rich people. I'm not. And then people have said to me, why have I named a track called Angels or Demons I done years ago?
Yes.
And I'm just like, I'm not saying I praise demons. I'm just saying there's angels and demons. It don't mean like, go on, mate, I'm going to read that. Yeah.
It's hard because you can't say what you want on the channel and you will nail to it. Can something bugger it? I'm going to say what I want, but I'm going to use plurals here. I'm going to call things something else, right? Yes. See this so-called thing that's making us not very well? I think it's totally and absolutely, completely and utterly made up. You know, I didn't use it there. You notice I didn't use. You know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it is. To be honest, see when it first started, I think it was something, right? And there was something. But see now, it's as if it's just the one folk. The rules are stupid. I mean, it's like if you go to a pub, you'll not get infected. But if you meet your family or friends, you'll get infected. But if they come to the pub, you'll not get infected. What is there, like a barrier at the door or something that we don't care about that exists?
Mate, I said to you earlier, I've been offered like contracts by music labels who say they're going to have to like censor what I say, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. You're not censoring me. Well, you know about my last track, that Hideaway. I say Rex Bear, but really I was meant to say another name there, and I changed it because I didn't want to get banned from YouTube. I censored myself. Like that's how bad it's become now. Like somebody was saying, you can't say what you mean, really. If I'd have said that one name, my track would have been banned. My channel would have probably been banned. That track wouldn't have been able to go back out. Like, but why can't I speak about that name? You know what I mean? I see that there was a big YouTuber and Twitch Prime or whatever it is, gamer. He said the name and that he had bought that person's book, and they banned him. And he had millions of subscribers.
I'm just going to invite. I'm just going to put the link in the chat. If any of you want to join, feel free to come in. You know I like it. and he's go off and he's
come in and ask us some questions.
Aye, come on in, one of yous, James. There's James Ramsey.
Or even ask us some questions in the chat if you want.
Aye, ask us questions. You've got your chance here to ask him.
If you want to ask me.
Listen, guys, I need you to visit Tinfoil Cap Co. By the way, he's got good hats. I like to do my bit, help him.
Good dude, mate. He is.
Because he is a nice guy, and see the stuff that he's made. He's phenomenal. There's Dobby Sock. Come in if you want, James. Come in if you want. Honeybee. Oh, Honeybee can't join us now because he's not got a webcam. The Honeybee, the person locking you down was man, a guy, and a pub told me. Exactly.
What do you think? Because you know the same as me, mate. What do you think about? What do these people think as well about like computer games these days? Like me and you were saying the other day, in GTA, for a huge example, there's loads of Illuminati stuff and alien stuff.
Oh my god!
Like it's everywhere. It isn't even just in films. I see something about the devil running Hollywood the other day, right? And I was watching it for a few minutes, and someone from Hollywood said, "The devil don't just run Hollywood; runs the music, And I was like, I think exactly the same. It doesn't matter what. However you get famous, it's run by that crap, mate.
Look at Walt Disney.
I don't even want to go there with him, mate. If you look at some of them cartoons what we watched as kids, if you watch them now, I'd never want watching them. That Pinocchio is a great example, mate. Just watch Pinocchio, and it's like they turn the kids into donkeys so it don't look as bad, and they're ripping their pants off, mate, and throwing them in a cage. And it's like, if you realise what they're saying in some of the things, mate, it's disgusting.
I honestly don't know what's going to happen. It's getting to the point now where, see that, you ever seen the movie or you read the book George Orwell 1984?
Everyone speaks about that, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie. Is there a movie?
Yeah, there's two movies. There's the black and white version, George Orwell 1982, and then there's the, or is it 1984? I'll look it up for you in front of the now.
I didn't know there was movies, mate. But yeah, a lot of people talk about that.
Who's that actor? He was in. It'll come to me later. I'll find it and I'll send it. I'll look it up. Movie. What's he saying in the chat here? I use the.
I was just checking that, mate.
The disclaimer. Movie.
The cult, but there's so many cults, isn't there?
It is, sir.
I don't know which cult. Which cult would you class as the highest cult? It's the people who worship the devil, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Or would you say it was the Illuminati?
But who do they worship? Do they worship the devil as well? Like
the Illuminati worship Satan, and I know that for a fact.
There you go. That's what I mean.
Look at that, my phone's just frozen. It never does that.
John Hurt, somebody's saying.
Aye, that's
yeah.
That's that. 1984. Just looking for some pictures, images. Aye, it's there. There's one of them. That suit the movie. You can't who that is. He was in Doctor Who. There's a. You never seen that movie, man?
With Freemasons. No, mate. I'm definitely gonna have a look for that soon.
Well, I can tell you something right now. See the Freemasons and the Masonic Rite. They have got something to do with the Illuminati. I can tell you that right now, and I know that for a fact. I've seen it.
All comes part
I know that
of it.
For a fact.
It all becomes part of it as you get higher in the ladder, higher in the money.
There's Moon Wolf. Hello, Moon Wolf. Just sets Freemason. Yeah. See the reason I know. See, when I was younger, when I turned 18, I was asked to join the Masons, the Masonic Lodge, the Masonic Rite, and I didn't want to because I know what they stand up for. See the higher you get. See when you get to 33, right? You ken how you get to level 33, didn't you?
I wouldn't want to get there, mate, but yeah.
you can. It's a test you have to take, and what it is I get told this. old Masonic Mason. He's dead now. He's dead. And I think he was going loopy, but he tell us. And well, your 33rd degree, what you do is you put a blindfold on, and somebody holds a knife, right? And they take each your arm, and they drop you, as if you're falling towards the knife. You've got to willingly throw yourself at the knife, right? It's like a suicide thing, right? You've got to willingly throw yourself at the knife, but they catch you before. That's how you get to 33.
I see something the other day about, like, if you look at the top people around, all their firstborns have been killed or sacrificed and all that, and like sacrifice, man. Would you? I couldn't do it. Got 2 kids, mate. I'd rather kill myself than any of them. Not kill myself, like, I mean, but I'd rather put my life on the line before any of them. Do you know what I mean?
Honeybee, I know what it's like, man. I'm trapped in my village. You know, I go to the local town. You don't put a mask on when you get into a shop, and you're like treated like one of the living dead. You know, did you see the fight that broke out on one of the airplanes the other day because somebody wouldn't put a mask on? Everybody beating them up, and the mask doesn't even do anything for you.
My way of defeating it, mate, it's like I was saying a little while ago. You were spot on. We're so censored in what we say now. Even we can't even say what we really wanted. It's just like ban, strike, done. So really, I need to go back and go, that is the name I should put in my track. That's the one I was writing. Fuck them. I'm going to say what I want. And if they block me from these sort of channels, I'll go to the that thing called YouTube or whatever. There's places you can still speak. And my fan base isn't that big at the moment. So if I move somewhere new, it ain't going to affect me too much. Like, I should be saying what I want. I should be saying what I want.
I'm the same. I've maybe got 76,000 views. That has gone for me there. I've got 500 some subscribers. See if they ban me, I don't care. I'll just go to that YouTube along with Neil. Get what I mean?
You see what I'm saying, mate? I'm thinking to myself, mate. I'm gonna start doing them tracks, and if they ban me, F them. I'll go somewhere else and put my music somewhere else where people can go and listen to it. I won't. We shouldn't consent to it. Like, I shouldn't have consented to it. That one track. That's what I'm just talking about, mate. I'm defeating it. We need to stand our ground. We need to go. You can't stop me saying what I want. I'll move if you're gonna say. Like, I don't make nothing off YouTube. I've got 200-300 subscribers. It's nothing. If I went to the new YouTube, them 200-300 will probably follow me there anyway, because there's, they're real people who listen to what I'm saying. Like, I've had people with massive channels saying to me, "Why haven't you got hardly any subscribers?" It's because of what I speak about. It's just because of what I speak about in my music.
And I just think, see if they did shut me down, I'm not caring. All my mission in life is to wake one person up, because that one person will talk to somebody, and then they'll wake up, and it's like a chain effect.
Mate, I'm cheeky. I just do what they've done to us. It's like they put subliminal messages in loads of stuff back in the day, and they got caught for it. You know, when we used to watch movies, it'd flash up a picture of Coke, and you'd want a can of Coke. It was all part of a system. But they got in trouble for that. But like, I do it the other way. I'll be rapping about like loving a girl or whatever, but I'll slip in something in there that will make somebody think outside the box. And like you say, if it's only one person out of 300 who listen to it, or 1,000 who listen to it, whatever, it makes them start thinking outside the box. That's all you need to do.
All you need is just change one person's reality, and they'll start talking to somebody. Then they'll say, "Honeybee." But what I'm saying is, we can't defeat it. Yes, we can defeat the government. Yes, we can. If enough of us stood up to them. If enough of us stood up to them. There, you got to remember, I mean, what they got to do, shoot every one of us, drag them out. Let's face it.
That's what I'm saying about getting more people to think outside the box, mate. The more people that think outside the box, the more of us that are going to stand up for this, and the more of us that will be speaking out.
What's this? What's this? Did the Venezuela has won in court case that gets it called back from the Bank of England? Do you want to come on, James? You can come on. I've put the link in the chat. Feel free to come on.
Remember when China asked America for their gold back, and America gave them some gold bullions, but it was lead, weren't it? And they caught them. It was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing, giving us lead gold? No, we're not having that.
Do you not think it's odd that all the gold's disappeared nearly?
That's what the Anunnaki come for, isn't it? And that's what we first got made for, to mine and gold. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, mate. What's really coming? If all the gold's gone, what do they need with us anymore? The people that we've been.
Is Trump turned around and said we're not paying you any more gold?
What I'm saying. Well, the billionaires who are pulling the strings. Yeah, it's bankers, isn't it? Bankers run a lot. It's not about a government, it's about bankers. And that's what people need to realise. Most of the people in here, 95% of the people watching this will know it's the bankers that run the world.
But we can't speak out about how we would do it. You don't enforce. You march.
I'll try doing it through music. It don't seem to be working at the moment, but I know when I'm dead, my music's going to lift off. I know that.
Looks gold with his mate. Here's James. I wonder if they're fiddling with his internet tonight. Hello, James. How's your internet tonight? I hope.
All right, do you hear me?
Yes.
Right, guys, how's it going?
Good, mate. Good.
Fine, man. But we just can't say what we want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because of the police state take what they're doing is, you know. I mean,
well, can I say
there you go.
Well, I just have a bit of things that was getting spoken about there with Nicola Sturgeon. She was talking about doing a circuit breaker Scotland lockdown. Did you hear that?
I heard something about it. I don't
you know, if that was, she's not going to do it, but if she was going to do it, it was going to mean lights out. Circuit breaker.
Really?
Well, what does circuit breaker mean?
It means lights out. It means power off.
Well, put it this way, I'm hearing all across the world that they're talking about blackouts in different countries. Now, by the way, Chris, there was actually something like this happened a couple of years ago in Russia.
That's
right. It
night
was
day turned into night.
Aye. Correct.
They tried to say it was clouds and a forest fire, but the forest fire was like 300 miles away.
Aye. Just another quick point as well. Did you hear about the Venezuela court case?
I've not heard anything about that yet.
They won it.
Right.
Basically, Venezuela put their gold into the Bank of England.
Right.
And they were holding it, kind of something to keep it for them.
Aye.
And Venezuela asked for it back, and they said not. And then America put sanctions on Venezuela. Well, Venezuela's took the Bank of England to court and they've won their case. It was today or yesterday. So
it must be
they'll not want to hand back. They'll not want to hand that gold back.
So it makes you wonder, will Trump invade Venezuela because they've been talking about doing it?
Someone's saying, James, there is a rumour there will be international blackouts. They're agreeing what you was just saying about that.
Yes, that's Dobby's.
Yeah.
Dobby's very in tune.
Mate, that'd panic everyone. If all the electric went out, people would panic. I've seen loads of people posting on Facebook pictures of people with their trunks full of toilet roll again. Like, what's going on? People panic so easy.
You're still here, man.
What I was going to say, Chris, was the last time I was talking to you about the key to world history was Great Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I told you everything was in Great Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see if you look down on the Vatican, where the it's where the stone monument thing is. It's a sundial.
Aye.
If you look down on that, it's a keyhole.
I'm just going to get
and it's basically
from above
telling you the future. Now, if you look at it, it's an England flag at the bottom.
Right.
Get it?
I'm looking at I've got it there for above. It is like a keyhole, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the
You seen it, Chris? Do you see it, Chris?
There is a flag at the bottom. I'm just looking at other photos here. I'm trying to get a better photo here. We try to zoom up on it. It's not letting me as usual. I'm going to go into Google Earth. Let it load up. But keep talking. Well,
they ain't going to let him talk. They never let him talk.
That's weird. That, by the way,
he says too many interesting things. Yeah, if he says anything interesting, mate, they're just like...
That is weird, that, by the way, guys, isn't it? He was
just about to explain the point of what he was trying to say. As soon as he got to that point about the England flag, mate, he was like, you can't say anymore, mate. Shut up. I'm not saying shut up.
Here's Lewis. Here's Lewis here. I mean, every time... Hey, Lewis, how are you?
What's happening, guys? You all right?
How's it going?
Oh, fine. There's James on, and I'm not joking, his internet's fine. It's really fast. It's faster than any of your internets. Because he's got super fast fibre optic, and every time he goes to say something interesting, he gets shut down.
Did it last time we spoke to him. Every time we got somewhere close to saying anything I wanted to hear, mate, as well.
No way.
A few times, was it last week? Yeah. No, it was Friday. Sorry, weren't it? When we were speaking to him then, mate, every time he said something I was getting interested in, it was just like it just went silent, and I was looking at you, Chris, as if to say, I can't hear him. Where's he gone?
No.
How you going, Lewis? You good?
Yeah, good. You all right?
Yes, mate. Good, mate.
That guy, what's his name? He was just talking to some
James
Ramsey. Right,
yeah, making sense.
He's talking about the Vatican City being
looking like a key.
It does look like a key, doesn't it?
Mm.
And there's a flag at the very bottom. He says, right. Let's zoom in. Let's get the old.
Hey, Dobby Sock.
Hey, Dobby.
This is a joke.
Yeah, come Friday, I'm buying a generator. Swear to God, no word of a lie, I am.
What? So you're thinking there's blackouts coming as well?
I'm buying a generator. I was looking at him about a week ago.
I was like,
as soon as I'm going to buy one without no electronics on it, just one that works mainly on like an old style engine, like a petrol engine or a simple diesel system.
If you want advice on generators, I'll get advice because my dad kens all about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because watch when you're buying them, because you can get a 2-stroke one or a 4-stroke one. You want a 4-stroke one because if you get a 4-stroke one, you don't need to mix your own petrol.
Yeah,
you just pour petrol straight in, and I might buy one too, actually.
That would be a panic, mate. That would be a panic.
Do you know
out some cities?
Do you know what happened? What happened last night in the town just down the road from me? Elscombe, where my mum and dad live. Literally, there was just like a blackout for about an hour and a half, and everyone's internet went off within sort of like about a mile and a half radius, and then basically BT is sending all new routers out because it completely ruined everyone's routers. My mum and dad's router went down as well. Yeah, they've done something. They used something. Yeah, swear to God, no word of a lie. And it wasn't like a lightning strike or anything like that.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Like, see if you look at that, Chris. See the bottom. Yeah.
Right at the very
it's the England flag, right?
At the very bottom of that, right? So
and then above that, in the middle, is the great. At the bottom, it's the England flag. Then you can't miss it.
It's not letting me go into it.
It's
really weird. It usually lets me go to Street View, but it's not.
It's not letting him speak about it, or you look at it. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
I just seen it on your phone.
I'm going up the street.
If you look at it at the bottom, mate. Oh, right.
I'm going up the street. Right. Are you saying at the very bottom of that, right? When I'll zoom back out, it's this new 3D technology.
It could come here. It's like a keyhole.
Right.
Right. Like, see that like the scent. Right. Go out.
Tell us where. There or down here?
Right. Go up. It's in that middle.
Right.
It's like the keyhole. It's shaped like a keyhole.
Right.
See,
can you see it, Lewis? Because you'll be able to look it up too.
Let me just have a look.
I can see flags. It's bloody not letting me have the street.
What am I looking
for?
I'm looking for because I'm like coming halfway.
Like you want to look down on the Vatican Square, where it's like a keyhole.
Right.
There's like a monolith in the middle.
Aye, I'm gonna explain that to you what that means. Right.
2D, 3D.
Right. So, it's like a. No, I'm going to get it up. Hang on. I'll share the screen. 1 sec.
I bring it up because my
I'll share the screen.
Share
screen. Right. Hang on.
Once you get up, I'll explain it.
Right. You can see.
Right.
I'll give you the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No.
Got a video.
Right.
It's a bit better. Aye. Right.
Sorry, I want to get. I'll save the image. Hang on. Desktop. That. Save. Right. Where is it? Right, go on.
Right, there you go.
Right. See that.
Do I need to be from above? Do I need to get a picture from above?
Yeah, you need to get from above.
All right. 1 sec.
That's like the British flag. That I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, with these.
Aye, there's more to it than that, Chris.
Right. What would you call it? Sky view? Not sky view. Oh yeah, it would.
Sky view. Aye.
All right.
There you go.
Oh
right.
Yeah.
Right. There's the England flag at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. That was the English Empire, okay?
Yeah.
And then it moves up to Great Britain as an empire, right?
Right.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, and inside the middle of the British flag is the Scotland flag.
Right.
And that actually, that's how it's all going to play out. And that Sunday will be able to predict it. Scotland's the last empire.
Wow.
Boy, that's weird that
Can
you're saying that.
No, it's true. Now listen.
Yeah, no, I watched something the other day that said. Yeah, go on, you finish.
The Vatican's got symbols, 2 keys. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Well, it looks like a keyhole, but then you've got the longer bit looks like a key. The street down for it looks like it as the key, if you think about it.
So that's the end, like there.
That's
the square.
It's a keyhole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And then this whole thing is like a key, isn't it? Yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. The way it's shaped.
That's a start.
Yeah. And that's a sundial. That's a sundial, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Go and scroll down the way. Could you scroll down the street there? Because there was quite an interesting thing. As you see, as I said, there's more photos there. Yeah. If you scroll right out, if you use like Google Earth or map or whatever it is, the long bit looks like the key. If you get my drift, it looks like. It's hard for me to explain. It's like because this is better because this will give you street view. You'll be able to walk about and stuff. What were you got to say, Neil? Anyway, you were going to say something.
They say, don't they, that we'll get attacked English. We'll get attacked from the north by a certain set of people, and we'll have to move over to France, and then we come back from France. We end up in Scotland as our only place for us to go, really, that's safe. I think we were speaking about that last week with James, weren't we?
I think we were, because you were saying about wars, about Islamic wars.
Yeah, and you were saying about that boat as well, weren't you? That's under the water but got a lot of explosives in it that could cause
the one with World War II explosives on it.
Yeah. Well, that could be what Nostradamus spoke about, isn't it? Not necessarily a boat underwater, but the water, like flooding London and stuff.
What the hell?
What's your thing done? Is it took out by Elon Musk?
Just gone all that crazy. Hang on, let me just refresh it.
We've lost James again, I think. You still there, James? I'm telling you, we've lost him again.
Wow.
So when do you think
it was even a it was even like a triangle when it went in. That's weird.
Nice.
Yeah. Right, so
see if you scroll down the boat, look, see how it looks like a key. It looks like a guitar, doesn't it? It does look like a guitar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
Huh? Right. So where do you want me to go?
Just I'll add James back in once it lets me. Right, James, where are we to go here? Are we going to Street View?
Hello.
Aye, we can hear you. Where are we to go? We go to
Hello.
Street View here. Yeah. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Look at that. They've really perfected Google Earth, haven't they? I ain't been on it in ages.
That's
Wow.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just... Shows me where I can spit at him from. No, sorry.
I was getting kicked off, eh?
I don't think the Illuminati or who are there like you, by the way, James. I've got a funny feeling if the apocalypse comes, you'll be the first person in the back of the truck.
Apocalypse a long way off, mate.
Aye.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably a lot of bad things coming.
Finish up,
not the apocalypse.
No, not yet. I don't think either.
Go ahead, mate. Carry on.
There's too much they can do for the time being. I don't think they want to get rid of us just yet.
So
where do you want to look then? Go on then.
Aye. That's the way it's going to play out. And it is a keyhole. Well, listen to me. That's a keyhole, okay?
Right.
Look at the Vatican's key. Look at the Vatican's coat of arms. Look at that.
Where am I supposed to be looking? So,
You're going to Street View here. Can we know like Street View as if you're stunning? That'll be better. That's better, isn't it?
Right, listen. Look up the Vatican's coat of arms.
All right. Wow, okay.
Look up the Vatican's coat of arms.
The Vatican, what? The
coat of arms. The coat of arms.
Coat of arms, you know, like a shield.
Oh, right.
I've seen my coat of arms, mate. Blue, yellow, and white.
Oh, wow.
Good colours.
Right. It's two keys.
Oh, shit.
Right. So this is the crack. They know they've got the key to history and they've got the key to the future.
Yeah.
That's two keys. And it's great, and it's Great Britain.
I suppose you should say that with the new.
That is weird.
With the new, just look something up. I seen something.
That is weird.
England is tiny, England is absolute tiny, but it's got so much power, and it's all about. It's just crazy how much power Great Britain has as such a tiny, tiny place. Like, you look around the world, mate, and the things we've done, it just makes no sense. There must have been something going on to give us all that power.
Where's it gone? I wanted to look at that.
Who's he, Lewis? Who's this man? Who's this man?
Long lost.
Who's this man? Oh my God, there's a lizard. There's a lizard. There's a lizard.
It's a reptilian shapeshifter for the planet Zord.
Don't lock me up.
No, there's a couple there that they're enjoying their
Stop trying
time.
to look up their skirt. Come on.
My phone's acting weird as anything, man. It just keeps freezing.
How's it going, Hachi?
Let's have a look further out. Oh, yeah. That is quite interesting, though.
So all them different buildings have got pedos in them.
Yep.
Look at all them buildings.
Oh,
I bet there is so many pedos in that area.
It's madness, that.
Mm-hmm. Central.
What's that there?
Look at that. Right, I've just downloaded a photo. Look, Vatican, one of the most significant places, and it shows you the key, but it also shows you the pentagram.
Huh.
See that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Right.
You want me to send you that?
Oh, yeah, just here, look.
I'll send it to you, the ruler, so it'll pop up on your...
Yeah.
He's found it, haven't you?
Oh, and over there, there's another Great British sort of flag-ish. Also got it.
There you go. I've sent you. It's
there.
Yeah.
Aye, that's it. It's a pentagram.
That's crazy.
Have you?
But they are the ones with a satellite called Lucifer.
Yeah, that's the one.
St. Peter's Basilica.
St. Peter's, what?
Yeah.
St. Peter's Palace. St. Peter's Palace.
Have you seen inside St. Peter's Basilica?
That's weird. Every time he goes to say something, he's getting shut down.
Certain words, isn't it? You don't get out.
St. Peter's Palace.
Basilica.
Well, that's... St. Peter, look it up.
Can't spell. St. Peter's Palace. Wow.
Christ, my phone's not even searching. This is weird. This, by the way, something's going on here. We'll blame the aliens. We've lost James again. They've taken him away. They're doing terrible things to him now. I'm telling you.
He's got a blackout going on, mate.
Wait, Ken, it's weird you should say that because I usually have about 26 folk watching me the new. And we've only got 11 or 10. Do you know there's something funny going on? And I'll tell you something.
Go on.
I've not tuned in the radio in my motor yet because I got a new battery, and I could hardly pick up any radio stations in the motor. I mean, hardly any. I could pick up 3, and it was, I don't know, it was just like something was going on.
I said to you, didn't I, over the weekend when I was on the Xbox with you, my internet's been weird since Friday, mate. Very, very weird. And like, do you know when Lewis just said about blackouts and that's made me think the amount of times I've been sat here and all my lights, everything's just gone off for a second, then come back on, just for a split second. But that could just be them running tests, man.
When do you think there'll be major blackouts?
I think if they did blackouts, it would just be to cause panic. It would be them doing it just to cause panic. But then what is their excuse going to be? Because that illness can't cause a blackout. you see what I'm saying? Like an illness, if there's an illness going around, it wouldn't cause a blackout, would it? So how are they going to push that? Are they going to say there's UFOs coming and just shutting power down everywhere, and then they're going to bring in this new alien that tells us there's a new god that we got to go and worship, and his name's fucking Satan? Like,
no,
sorry, I always say I don't believe in the Bible, like I don't believe in religions and all that. I do believe to a certain extent where I believe there's a God and a devil, good and bad, whatever you want to call it. That is 100% there. I know it is. And it's just that the evil people with this sick, you know, like these murder mysteries you're watching that, and you think, how could they do that? How can they kill their kid? How can they rape these kids? How can they kill these kids? How can they kill 10 women? Like, you know, serial killers. How do they think like that? It's the same with these people who run the fucking place. They think like them.
Where are we here, Lewis?
Yeah, this is where Eld's Colne. This was the town that went all their internet, just their routers all got fried. Shall I say? That's what happened. Their routers got fried.
That's like an EMP burst,
Oh.
isn't it?
My mum and dad live down here somewhere. I think they live around here. I think that's
James.
No,
I think the government's after you, by the way, because every time you go to say something significant, they shut you down.
It's their house.
Yeah, you're a TI, James.
Let's have a look at the street
Do you know
view.
if he's a TI, Chris?
What the hell? Did you just do that?
Targeted individual.
What the hell?
Well, they do fuck with you. Like, I've had weird.
There you go. Look.
No,
there you go. That's the new ones. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've got them outside my house.
They're the new ones, mate.
See, you know the problem these days. Go zoom back into that for 1 second, Lewis. This is the problem these days. You could zoom into that. People with a Photoshop, just Photoshop the post out and make that look like a fucking UFO, mate, and people would believe it's a flying object. That's how easy crap is to do these days. That's why it's so hard to find the truth, because the truth can be hidden so well.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
I told my dad about this the other day, about these new style, and they've got different labels on them as well.
Yeah.
Some have got D, some have got. It depends on the.
Are these the ones that people are smashing up because they've got gold in them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that thing on top there is that thing there is an EMP weapon. I could show you the proof of it as well, but obviously
I know. I've seen it.
Australia. That's the end of Australia.
I'm not going to mention the guy's name. And
they were doing big demonstrations in Newcastle about these. That's where I've seen the information about it.
What?
They're outside my house now, too.
See, look, these are the old style ones.
Person can use force to remove clothing.
Them ones are the radar ones that they can sort of scan things with.
What, the law in Australia is you've got to be vaccinated?
You
read the bottom of that, mate?
Clothing and I've just put it up. It's
mate, if someone tries to vaccinate me, they will be getting their head knocked off. No one's ripping my clothes off and vaccinating me, mate. I will be knocking people's head off. I'm telling you now. Anybody comes near me with a vaccine, I'll be knocking your head off. That is a warning.
If anybody comes to me, I've got to see my new Argos baseball bar.
This is what I've heard.
Mate, I've been watching for years, mate.
Right, listen, this is what I've heard for America, right? That what they're going to do there is they're going to keep the kids in school and they're going to make the parents come and get their kids, and they're not going to get the kids till they get vaccinated to prove that they're all right. So I don't know. Yeah, and Donald Trump he actually said in a meeting that the military will be going out and using that to get people vaccinated. What I heard with Britain was they were going to use the army, and it would be like the English army would go up, English soldiers would go up to Scotland, Irish soldiers would do Wales. So there was no conflict with people, I'm not doing that to my fellow countrymen. Mate,
I haven't been violent for so long, but I'm really angry right now. If anyone tries to vaccinate me, I will be knocking their head off.
Oh, yeah, totally. Aye.
I'm a nice guy, honestly, but that shit is not good. None of their vaccines are going in me. Come on. None of them are going in me.
I've got a hammer. My hammer's...
This is one of the reasons that, like,
I
get offered to go abroad or whatever, and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to go abroad, because you have to get certain injections to go to certain countries and that, and I don't want none of that crap going in me, because I know what crap's in it.
That is the end of the goal, to get everyone vaccinated.
Let's just have a look. Let's have a look how overpopulated the planet is. Let's really have a look.
That's a load of crap, though, Lewis.
I know. I'm joking.
Compared to the size of the planet, they're so full of crap.
I know. I'm joking. Look how much farmland there is. Look, it's just farmland, fields and fields, and then they push everyone into little
cities and make it look like everyone's just like, oh, I can't breathe. That's all the crap that's in the city.
Have you seen the symbol that Europe's using for Britain leaving the UK?
No.
Look it up.
It's a 5-sided star where one of it's triangles with Britain flag on it, and it's like it's leaving the 5-sided triangle, and it's to me it's symbolising a Tunskin road coming down. You might have seen it.
What is this?
Yeah.
It's a blue pentagram.
What should I search to get it up?
Well, on a flag, and it's got one of the.
What? That you mean UK leaving EU flag?
I
don't know.
I'm looking up the
yeah, it's a pentagram star, and one of its triangles has got the UK on it, flag on it.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Has he gone again, or have I gone? I don't know. Everything's
I don't know.
going.
I'm just.
It's been on quite recently. They use that. You see this?
We win. We win in the end.
Do you want to know something crazy? Want me to show you something crazy quickly?
We win in the end.
Something crazy.
Do you want me to tell you something crazy? We win in the end.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Good always prevails.
We win in the end. We win everything. God is so much powerful than anything else. Like, good is so much better than evil, trust me. And the light of good and the energy of good will always cancel out negativity, mate. So we will win. At the moment, it is run by pure scumbag, evil scumbag, evil scum, right? But that's the way to explain them. They're evil entities, mate, and we're run by them. But we don't conform to it. And the more of us that don't conform to it, the better.
You see this?
Go on, mate. This tunnel vision I'm getting. Oh, right. Yeah, this dude.
You see this?
Yes.
33rd use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched the actual video?
No, mate.
So basically, Trump talks about the 33rd use of this. I want to get the video up, but I want to. I don't want to
just change it slightly.
Yeah.
Well, can you not mute it and just show the video?
I'm going to open it on my other screen so I can make sure I've got the right one up.
So, Neil, we are screwed. No, honeybee, money is just numbers on a screen, my friend. Trust me. Money don't mean nothing. Banks don't mean nothing. This electrical system don't mean nothing. There's more. Look at it this way. What would you rather have in your life, £1 million or true love? I'd rather true love every minute of the day, mate. Whether that's true love for your kids, whether that's true love for your parents, whether that's true love for your brothers or sisters, or even friends that you grew up with, like the love beats everything, mate, hands down. So that love is more powerful than the money. It's more powerful than the evil. It's just people don't understand love anymore. They're too caught up in this world that we live in, where you have to work your whole life till when you've got enough money to live, your life's over and you've wasted your life.
Right, I don't know if this is going to piss the guy off. Pockets of truth. Not piss him off, but
I won't run or hide, mate. They just won't vaccinate me, or I will punch you in the fucking nose. I'm not having it.
I should have asked.
There is no common law. If you understand the straw man, common law don't say I have to be vaccinated. Keep that fucking needle away from me.
Just turn the volume down.
Sorry about my
language. A picture he's got to show. That's fine. Is it just a?
No, it's not. It's a video. So basically, I'm not going to show the whole video, but this is the President Trump on his actual YouTube channel, right? He's got a YouTube channel on, but I didn't know that. But Pockets of Truth, the Truth. He done a video of him. Now you've got to listen carefully, right? Because I studied what he's talking about. I studied it, and no one would relate to it like I relate to it unless they knew about what it was about. And what he's actually doing is he's giving a signal, right? He's basically sending a message to people that understand. But for normal folk who ain't got a clue about it, wouldn't know. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to share with you what it is. So anyway, I'll play this for 2 seconds. Can you hear the audio?
No, mate.
Slightly.
Right. Okay. You couldn't.
I couldn't. No.
Yeah. Slightly.
Can you hear that?
No, mate.
Slightly,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I can't hear.
Right. I'm gonna.
It's not hearable, is it? Because I couldn't make out what the dude was saying. Could you?
Hang on. Share audio. For goodness sake. Let me go on to StreamYard. I'm going to stop the screen share and start it again. Right, here we go. Ready?
Mate, we're going to bring it up. I don't know if you had it. Just give me a minute to stream. Here we go.
Where's it gone? Where's the video?
Aliens. Take it.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Right,
James Bond's at the door. What, mate?
Right, here we go.
Yeah. We can hear it slightly. I don't know why I'm getting closer. I've got earphones on.
Can you hear this, yeah?
Yeah, Chris, did you see me doing that? I was moving further and further forward. I couldn't really hear nothing, Lewis, myself. I don't know if anyone else could hear that. I couldn't really hear that, mate.
I don't know why I'm moving forward because I've got earphones.
No, I'm moving forward again, mate. I keep moving forward. It's a natural thing, isn't it? The earphones are just here. I'm not gonna.
Right, I'm gonna do it on the other screen then. Hang on, let me just share my
Black Magic, Bad Vibes. Yeah, I won't be going there.
Share screen.
Military will get involved, Neil. It's happening now.
Right, here you go. See if you can share that screen.
I'll answer in a sec, mate.
Can you hear this?
Make a movie about it.
Yes.
That's that.
Yes.
Perfect, mate. Sorry, Lewis.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. Most of you guys already know that in Freemasonry, the highest level is the 33 degree, being a 33 degree Freemason. So one of my viewers sent me this on Facebook, and my wife and I were talking about this last night. My wife brought this up, and so I decided to make a movie about it. There's just so much in terms of 33 to do with COVID and Donald Trump. Let's start here.
Under this contract, our 33rd use of the Defense Production Act. Remember when you were saying, I didn't use it enough. And now you heard it's the 33rd use. We don't talk about it all the time.
This is Trump's video, and they're highlighting, he's got 33 on either side of him, like the two pillars of Freemasonry, and they're highlighting the fact it's the 33rd use of the Defense Production Act. They used it 33 times.
Wait for it.
And he's making a big deal about 33. You see this? Weirdly, why is he making such a big deal about 33?
We used it, and we used it as a little bit of a threat, frankly, with certain companies that weren't doing as we were asking them to do, and it came through as both a threat and a usage. But this is a 33rd use of the Defense Production Act. Kodak will now produce.
So is it the 33rd use?
Right. Now let me explain to you. Kodak, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put a lawsuit out towards. They started a lawsuit to sue the government or the leading body for damaging their films through nuclear testing in the 60s, and basically, or 50s and 60s. The nuclear fallout was basically damaging the photo films in multiple Kodak places where they produced the film, obviously, factories all over the US. And this was happening for a long, long time. And then they decided to try and sue them. But then the government paid Kodak off, and well, the US government paid Kodak off to basically shut their mouths. And then they started doing underground nuclear testing. So this is where this gets interesting, because what he's basically saying is it's a 33, it's a symbolic number, it's 6 anyway.
Yeah.
But it's all to do with what's coming and what's already been before. And it's basically to do with, nuclear.
The circle of life.
nuclear fallout.
Can I give you a wee bit? Can I tell you something about Donald Trump, or what? Somebody, him or somebody else? You can the spirit of destiny that was used at Christ's crucifixion.
Yes.
Right. Well, according to this guy, it's either Donald Trump or George Soros. Their plan is, when that third temple's built and the ark's in there, it's either him or Soros is going to go into the temple and slit their hand and let the blood go into the ark to, for the sins of the fallen ones, to pay for the sins of the fallen ones. Because that's how Jesus Christ paid for our sins. He spilled his blood. So Donald Trump or Soros is going to go into the temple and spill some blood on that for to pay for the sins.
He's breaking up big time.
It's every time he goes to talk about this.
The fallen ones.
That's
in World War II.
I've seen the news that there's more than 33 degrees. Anyone else researched and found anything?
There is more than 33 degrees.
There is, mate, 100%.
34. Wait, is this if he's going quick?
It's just...
You know, I think there's something...
It's certain words he uses, mate. It's certain words he says. They're just like, shut up. I'm not saying I'm like, but that's what they're like. It's yeah, it's not hard for him to shut us down, bro.
I was going to
take
say
that off when I'm speaking.
I'm going to get one of them.
I was going to say the video gets even more interesting because it's not just about what I said, but it also talks about the I'm not even going to mention it, but the shall I say? I'm going to say pharmaceutical, instead of the actual word, industries, because he says it really.
Oh yeah.
33rd, and he's saying
third use of the Defense Production Act. Kodak will now produce generic active pharmaceutical ingredients.
Active pharmaceutical ingredients. Active. Active pharmaceutical ingredients, mate. Radioactive. He's not saying the whole term, but that's what it is. If you search up what I said about the Kodak trying to sue the government or sue the leading body of something for doing the nuclear testing, you will find that it's. I would have to send. Actually, I'm going to find the video because I've got it saved on my computer. Not on my computer, on my YouTube videos. I'm going to actually show you.
There's 36 degree though, right?
There is.
That's what when he said 33. Is there anything? I thought I've heard of 36 degree, mate.
The 36 degree though is meant to be. You're meant to be really high up. What I've heard. But I think once you're a 36 degree, I think you're like part of the Illuminati. That's what.
You're definitely part of the. And the Satan worship gets hardcore, isn't it? Yeah, and the sacrifice, the worship, everything gets hardcore. Say what you like. If anything is naughty, don't leave the video up. Put it straight to private, Chris. Save a strike or losing. Yeah, I don't think we've said anything. I haven't said the two words we spoke about, have I? Or the person. No. You know what I mean?
Here you go, look. Here you go, mate.
I did say I was going to spit on the Pope, though. Would that be trouble?
Nah.
Part of this video.
Sorry.
HBO Max. There's a place in the New Mexico desert, open to the public for just 2 days out of the year. But I got to visit by myself with only a small film crew. This is the Trinity bomb test site, where on July 16th, 1945, at exactly 5:29 and 45 seconds in the morning, the first nuclear bomb was exploded. And the test was called Trinity. There was actually a tower here that stood...
Right, I'm going to carry on because I don't want to... You don't need the ins and outs of it, but I'll get to the point.
I've seen that.
It was top secret.
Video.
The general public weren't to know. But how do you hide a huge nuclear explosion? Well, the Albuquerque Tribune published a statement claiming it was a large but accidental conventional explosion. It wasn't just the general public who were kept in the dark. The governor of New Mexico was not even aware that Trinity was a nuclear test until after the bombing of Hiroshima. Even then, details about the blast were scarce. But Kodak, the film company based on the other side of the country in New York State, well, they figured out what was happening. It all started with some defective X-ray film.
There you go, mate. And they put the two pieces of the puzzle together, and bang, you got the answer. And he's warning, he's letting everyone know what's coming. And we've seen it in iPet Goat too as well. It all relates to the bomb going and that stuff.
So you think there's somebody got to fire nukes at each other?
No, they're just going to do the same thing as they've done in 2010, which is basically just spray the sky with atomic particulates, but in the form of gold, which is what I said to start with, because the half-life of gold is much less than any other thing you could use, like any other substance, like any metal or whatever you want to call it. It depletes really quickly. Like the half-life is so much shorter than anything else, so it doesn't leave a lasting effect. It just affects for the period of time. It could be, I don't know how long it is because I haven't studied into the half-life of how long gold radiates for. But there was a film made, 007, James Bond, where the gold's radioactive. Have you never seen it?
That's the one where they try and break in, they try and blow up the back Fort Knox where nuclear bomb.
That's it. And then there's GoldenEye and all that kind of stuff with the satellites and all that kind of stuff. It's all related, and it's as crazy as it seems. It is. It's all related. But I'm not going to play any more of that video because I'll probably get you a strike for copying it. Well, you're not strike.
Yeah, it'll be fine as long as you change it. Yeah,
it's crazy, mate. It's crazy. But the thing is, don't be scared. Just be prepared. And do you know, like, I watch a guy, as I said, Infinite Waters. There's this guy, Ralph Smart, and fear is only like false illusion. It's just like a false. It's false. It's not real. Like you make fear in your mind. That's how you create fear in it.
But why go to the bother? Why go to the bother to spread the atmosphere with gold? Why?
Because it's a way of torture. It's a way of torture.
I would have thought they would have been spraying the atmosphere with gold to reflect sunlight. You know, the Planet X theory used that system that they came here to mine for gold. Their planet was dying, and they were mining for gold to save the planet. So, Nostradamus. He stopped doing the quatrains. He did a book, drawings. I think it was his son that drew them, and he planked them in the Vatican. And they were found no long ago, like 10, 15 years ago. And in one of the photos, it's like this wheel, 8-sided wheel. And it's like the wheel that would turn when you've got into a new age. Well, it's like, as I said, there's a chicken, a bird that's the bird de France, a rooster thing, pulling the lion's tail, and that's England, France pulling England into France, as I said. And there's one guy, and he's dressed in medieval clothing, but the one thing he's got on him that's significant, he's got a scar on his face, on his cheek, and it's a crescent moon. And that there's only one person in the world that I know that's got that tattoo, that scar, and it's Elon Musk. And something for that came out about this old picture of this guy with this. They've actually tried to rub the half moon off his face to cover it up. So Elon Musk has got a huge role to play in where we're going. I can assure you.
Yeah, no, it's all to do with there's that. What I think is that is what I'm seeing in the chat as well. Is the quantum different dimensions, quantum technology, and it's like it's a bit of like the Hadron Collider creating quantum particles. And basically using the particles in this universe, but also it's like multiverse, and they're using the quantum computers to basically what my mind kind of makes it out as is they're using the computers to control the particles and like manipulate them in a way. So that's how they're able to control such a grand scale and everything that's going on, and how it boggles the mind how it's even possible. It's not possible in logical physics, you know. But anyway.
There's a couple of, the 21st of December, there's something happening called the Great Conjunction. You heard of that? It's like
it's cutting out again. But you're saying something good as well.
It's happening this.
Shoot.
It's happening this December, the 21st, right? And there's a Disney film called Hercules, and in that film, you can actually, do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Every time you keep breaking up.
Come
you get in there.
We've heard Hercules. All we've heard is Hercules.
Do you hear me?
The rest, you're breaking up.
December the 21st and Hercules. Hello? That's what I've heard.
Hello? We can hear you, but every time all we've heard is September the 21st and Hercules. Everything else.
Right. There's a phone. There's a.
There's a. You want a pen to write it down and send it to me? The internet does not work for you, my friend. You need a pen and pad.
I was going to say one thing while he's talking about this Hercules thing. There was a reason that Rex bought one of these, mate. Rex bought the Geiger counter for a reason, because of when it all started. That's when I started looking into like watching Rex's videos, because he was talking about that stuff. But yeah,
like someone's saying their CERN moved us like in 2012 because the Mayan calendar, right? I was watching something the other day, like it was Heroes, and like the end of the world was coming, blah blah blah, and I was thinking, what if the bloke who can time travel, who can bend space and time, just takes the Earth past, takes the whole Earth into a day after, so it wouldn't have happened. And that's what sort of that could be. Does that make sense? Like when the world was going to end, they just moved it to the next day or whatever.
Here's an interesting one, right? You talk about the Anunnaki, they usually spray their atmosphere,
yeah,
so-called the gold, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if they're already here and they're doing it to our planet to make it livable for them?
Mate, that's what I was thinking about, all this chemical stuff that they're putting in the air. Are they trying to change this the whole of this atmosphere for something else to come back? Because they are changing the levels of oxygen and everything that we breathe in, mate. Monatomic gold, Anunnaki, nanobots, research, green goo. That's something for you, Lewis, because you know most about that, don't you? You know about the nanobots and the monatomic gold and stuff. I don't know if you know about green goo, do you? I don't know about green goo. I know about black goo.
No, I've heard of black goo. I've never heard of green goo before, no.
No, the black goo, though, they think is some sort of intelligence. Go on, Chris.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, here's James Ramsey coming back again.
Cool.
We'll have to arrest the guy will be now.
No, I wasn't saying that person was mad about I was saying they could easily move us. If an asteroid was going to strike us and they could move time, they could just move the whole Earth to the next day, and the asteroid, we wouldn't have been here when the asteroid come through. We'd be at the next day. That's the sort of thing CERN can create if they're messing with time. If you're messing with time, you can do anything.
Have you
not noticed that when you speak sometimes it almost sounds like your voice is computerized? Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever, personally, for me, it almost sounds like it's just weird. It's just like a weird sort of vibrating sound that comes from a voice. It's sort of like a computer generated voice when you're speaking. Sometimes I hear it. It's almost like
Ken,
I can't explain it, man. I can't explain
this
it.
is weird.
Can't explain it.
James Ramsey's come into my computer hang to let him in, but it's not letting me let him join. It's not letting me let him join.
Crazy.
It says banned from studio, kick from studio, edit name James Ramsey, and it usually says add to stream, but it's not letting me.
Not even giving you that option.
Send the link again to him, or kick him and then send the link.
Here you go.
Oh, there you go.
Back. Right,
8 people watching.
before we get caught again, James, tell us what you're saying. Hercules and something. On you go.
Hey guys! See, the thing is, right?
Kenny's got a wire
I
PC and he's got fibre optic. Aye, then,
Oh, do you hear me?
aye.
Yeah, aye.
Aye, before you get chopped off by the Illuminati again, can you tell us what you were talking about the
21st
day
of December.
in December?
I'm sick of this.
Yeah, I did. That's right.
Aye, in December, it's in a Disney film. Are you there?
Aye, but you keep going.
Hello?
Every time you go to speak, you just
Well,
stop.
in the Disney film, it says when this in this Disney film Hercules, it says that when this great conjunction happens, the giants will rise up out the earth. Now, there's also another film called The Crystal Maze, and the guy who made that was Jim Henson for the Muppets.
Aye,
And the great conjunctions mentioned in the Crystal Maze as well.
aye.
So be looking for something happening there.
The Crystal Maze.
The Crystal
The
Maze.
Crystal Maze with him, Sean.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da,
Aye, it was made by
Gold tickets and all that.
the guy that made it is dead.
That's
Oh,
The
is
guy
it?
that made that film got killed after making that film.
No
The
way.
writing papers revealing too much
I'll fix it,
knowledge.
No way.
Well,
Fix the
yeah,
internet, see
check
that?
it out.
So easy.
I think you're being followed by the government. I'm telling you.
Yeah, mate,
I
look,
think so.
if they give us any shit, I'll just do this, look. What?
I'm going to order one of them.
I'm watching you. You think you're watching me? I can hack your camera, motherfucker.
Right, I'll just make one last point for the night, and then I've got my son to put to bed.
Aye.
I'll come on again, like Christopher. Welcome, like.
Aye, you can come on Friday if
Aye,
you want. If you-
right. My final point is the mistake the Romans made when they changed Jerusalem to the Middle East was what was written down was they called it Palestine to this day, and the actual word Palestine means pale skins, and I can't think anybody in the Middle East with pale skin. That's what Palestine means.
Aye, but you've got to remember the Crusaders went over there.
Sorry?
You've got to remember the Crusaders went over there.
Aye, and when they came back, it was they that went up to Scotland and told Robert the Bruce exactly what Edinburgh was. They found it over there. And then the king and pope betrayed them. It was like they came too much, get rid of them, and then they fled. Where did they go? First place they went was Scotland. And it was to tell Robert the Bruce. Then you've got the Declaration of Arbroath getting written up. Read the Declaration of Arbroath. It tells you on it. We travelled from fucking Israel.
There you go.
Honestly, everything I've said on both these programmes is easy found if you look for it hard enough. It's not like I'm just making all this up. I've looked at it. Somebody's told me this.
I believe you. Aye, it's
By the way, when I say Jerusalem's a perfect fit over Edinburgh, it's a perfect fit. No other place fits Jerusalem like Edinburgh. And what was I going to say? And it's called the City of David. King David. So, what?
So I'm seeing waves. You know that is, don't you? You see them waves? There's a smart meter right near where I'm sitting.
See that going across the
An
screen?
electrical smart meter. Yeah, it's electrical. I've got an electrical smart meter behind. I need to cover it with some mesh because it's
lead boxes or something like that. Get a lead.
They were saying a minute ago in the chat, mate, about depopulation. That is 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
We all know that. Yeah, I'm with you.
Population Earth under what's it, 500 million? George Geistons.
There was a video you sent. There was a video you sent, Chris. Was I think you sent it to me, or someone sent it to me. It was about what was inside the jabs they're going to give, and it was like some. It was like it stops you. Yeah, it stops you producing sperm and stops females from fertility and all that. But then, go on.
They tested 4 women, and only one of them could have kids afterwards.
Have you seen this at Children's End or something?
I've heard that.
So, series that was out there. Aye. Well, that's what, at the end of that film, that's basically what they've told they can't have children in there.
Hey, children, you're talking about Children of Man. You're talking about the movie Children of Man.
No, it's something End. What is it? Oh.
No, it's the movie Children of Man, and it's where the kids can't have brains. Get what I mean?
No, it's not that. No. Childhood's End.
Take care, honey bee.
Childhood's End. End.
I don't say it was Children's of Man.
Might be a few films about the same thing, mate. The amount of films now that are out there with this weird stuff in it, if you look into it.
When I was younger, yeah, my mum said to me, she said, my mum and dad was like, 2027, 2009.
It's Children of Man, and 6, what happens
7, 8,
is
8 and 9
have wings.
17, 8, yeah.
No, it's do that.
That's the quickest way to thing is to stop fertility. If you stop fertility, then you just
I'm with you on that, mate. I'm with you on that. That's what they're trying.
I'd rather them do that than torture us. You know, I'd rather them just stop fertility. It would just make more sense.
That's the trailer to the start of the movie, right? And it says, in 2027, 18 years of human infertility have left the society on the verge of extinction. When one woman miraculously, for God's sake, miraculously, I can't pronounce these things.
Miraculously.
Gets pregnant, and basically that's what it is. She's the first person in like 30 years to have a wean. And the world's falling apart.
That's coming, mate. That's coming. Like Lewis said, they're trying to kill sperm cells and eggs, aren't they? That's a huge part of what they do with these vaccines and with like the internet and all the radiation that they put through us, through everything. It's all about trying to kill our sperm count and the eggs.
Listen to this, yeah. Before cell phones, before like it was really like a big thing, yeah. My mum said to me, I think it was my mum. She said, the house at the top of the road like was right next to the power station, like they're not the power thing that supplies power, and because it gives off a shit ton of electromagnetic radiation, and it's not even wireless, you know, it's a normal like magnetic radiation. The people in the house, like I think both of them got cancer and died, eventually, but they were living there, and then they bulldozed the house down and they just left the little thing on its own. And then they built further down the road because obviously it's like not good. Now you've got these things that are outside just emitting, and what everything else around us. It's suicide, really, isn't it? It's suicide, man. Like it could be 10 years, it could be 15 years, but like it's going to get us eventually. Like,
I bet you something happens in 6 months.
Yeah,
I think
there's something 100% coming. Something bad's definitely coming. And I'm not meaning like the end of the world or Armageddon or nothing. I just mean something very bad is coming, because that's what this is all about. All this bull crap that we see going on, these words we can't speak. We all know there's something coming if that's going on in our faces. what's really behind the scenes.
Yeah. Why would they need to silence people?
I think the vaccine is going to be much more like deadly to sperm cells and eggs than what this so-called illness is. Just an opinion, but
yeah,
I think we're screwed either way.
There's definitely something to whatever it is, whether it be actually caused by.
Do you want me to show you what the world is right now, Lewis? I can show you what the whole world is right now.
Go on.
It's a dark place, mate.
Yeah. It's true.
Very dark place. Run by very dark people.
People just want to escape it, don't they? But UK population 15 million by 2025. Yeah, I think probably.
Yeah. All of it. The phones, the iPads, everything, all of it. All about killing your sperm cells, and it's all radiation, isn't it? It's all radiation. Even if you yourself had all your internet shut off in your house, don't want nothing to do with internet, both sides of your house are going to have internet, so you've got Wi-Fi going through you, whether you like it or not. Just because you can't see them signals, they are going through everything.
You've got to remember a lot of buses now and trains have got the 5 geese built into them.
No way.
So yeah, did you not ken that, Lewis? Like, see, mate, my brother was telling us in London. See, you can go into the bus. If you go into the bus, that's free Wi-Fi, but it's 5 geese.
Yeah, I think that'll be the low spectrum. It won't be up. It'll be like the same as like a router. I've actually got my router set to the 5 geese instead of 2.4 because the wavelength is faster, so it doesn't penetrate you more than the lower end. 2.4 gets through you more. Yeah, so even though it's not in the spectrum what they're putting out on the streets and whatever, but it's less harmful to you than the 2.4 because the 2.4 is like literally being next to an open microwave but at a really low wattage, whereas the higher the spectrum, the less it penetrates you. So it's like, although what they're putting out has got much more power, so that they can direct and do whatever they want to do in terms of like phase it at you. But like in your house, you're better off with the 5 than you are the 2.4. But it's not 5. It's still only like 3,000, 4,000 megahertz. But the actual real 5 is like 60 gigahertz. It's like a much higher spectrum. Does that make sense?
What day did the power go off? Did you say the power went off?
What?
When it
power went off a couple of days ago. No, when we was in the last place about 4 days ago.
When you said when it was
last night.
The routers got fried.
Last night.
Because like 2 days ago, I got a really weird ringing in my ear.
And
it lasted for quite a while. It lasted about 15 minutes, and then after that, the migraine that I had, I thought it was going to die.
Yeah, nice. That's to do with. Right, there's multiple things. You've got your smart meters, right, which is one thing. Then you've got your phones, which are another device, secret militarized armaments, residential technologies. That's what they are, secret military armaments. And then you've got your street light fittings. Now we're talking about it on the what's that thingy? Ed or not Ed? TED. They've done a TED thing on Li-Fi or Life or Wi-Fi. It was like the lights, LED transmitting signals. They've done that like 4 or 5 years ago. They've done a thing on it, how they can send signals through the lights. And then you've got the satellites. Then you've got the mobile phone signals. Then you've got from the actual towers. Then you've got the new upgraded towers. Then you've got the fitments on top of the lights. And it's just a whole concoction of more and more things. Then the upgraded routers, which they're pushing out now. The new Sky router, which I've got, it took me ages to even get into the settings to disable things on it because they made it hard. So basically, you can't just put the normal admin password and then do the admin again. You have to do some next thing to get into the settings to be able to disable certain settings on it. so it doesn't pump out too much. Like, so they're making it more and more difficult and just adding. And the more stuff they add, the quicker they create the like smog.
It's the same with the update for the Sky Q, the new Sky Q that I've got. Yeah, if you wire it, it's a much better signal. But they don't like it if you wire it. They would rather use Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Even though it's highly unreliable.
Well, guys, listen, see last week I told you about the mud floods. And it was, see back then, the technology that was getting used, they were called star forts. You'll be able to type these into Google, and they're actually, if you look down on them, they're like a fort. Well, seemingly they were impenetrable. And it was like, you know, at that time, it was the family, the Tatarians, which started off at Genghis Khan, that was ruling, his family was ruling the world. And it was like nobody could make war with them because nobody could get these star forts. It was like technology for fallen angels. And as I say, once you see the pictures of them, Chris, I'm talking about there's hundreds of them all over the world, and they're unbelievable, the architecture. And anyway, that silver ball thing that I told you about last week in Vatican, that was in the air releasing plasma discharges, and it liquefied the mud that created the mud flood. And that's, you know, that was basically the Armageddon. That was Armageddon in the 1800s.
See, it stopped the flashing. See, it stopped the flashing.
And, you know,
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, James.
A king of fortresses.
Hi.
Well, it was actually the word star was taken out. So when they get away, I used to have king of star fortresses, meaning that, you know, the first star fortresses that I'm talking about. So,
have you ever heard of a place in Russia called the Dead Forest?
Dead Forest
in Russia.
I'm trying to say.
I have. I've heard of the Dead Forest.
Say it again. It's only when he speaks, Sailor Birds.
I have.
When it starts getting sang. Did you just see what happened when I put my cap over my camera?
Yeah.
Did you see the wave stop?
I don't know about the Dead Forest, Chris. No.
I'm doing it again.
Can James put a link?
I don't know if it's because
of the ball thing that apparently started in the floods.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Keep breaking up. Man, I'm telling you, you must have the Illuminati chasing after you or something. There'll be a wee guy in your line with the wee pliers.
Mate, I was driving once and a black helicopter come over a hedge and it crashed into my car and it scared the life out of me. And it had no sound. Serious, no sound. A black chopper, no sound. Nearly crashed into my windscreen, mate. I thought I was going to have a collision with it. Scared the life out of me. I think they fucked up.
They're getting me and Lewis, you coming before I end this because I'll be ending this in about 10 minutes.
Friday, I don't think I'll be able to come on, mate. 1 sec, let me put my cap back on. I don't think I'll be able to come on Friday, mate, because I've got so much going on with me at the moment. Honestly, where I've moved and that, and I've set my stuff up now, but I ain't seen my mum and dad in about a week as well. I might be going up there. It just depends. I'll have to let you know. It all depends on my schedule, mate.
So how much you want to spend on a generator before we go?
About $250. It's not a lot of money.
No, you can get a good gym for that. Just don't buy a cheap Chinese pissy shit thing.
Yeah.
But here's the question: you have to run them outside. You do know that. You can't stick them up inside.
I love it. Yeah, fumigate myself.
You can actually run them inside. You do know that. You drill a hole in the wall and you put the pipe out and you connect it to the exhaust.
Yeah.
But they're noisy.
And the heat, you get the heat though that comes off then, don't you? Oh yes, I've got my tools, thank you. Yes, baby.
The aliens. Right, listen, guys. I'll
have to let you know about Friday. Just message me because I can't guarantee it. I'm going to be on.
I'll end this live now, guys. Thanks for coming, but stay in the chat after I've talked to you for a minute. Catch you later, guys. Bye.
Cheers, everyone, for the comments and that. Yeah, well, was